Hi everyone and welcome back to today's video. So today we are going to be doing a Facebook marketplace sort of haul video basically. So I have ordered sort of from two different people on Facebook and I want to show you sort of what I actually got. So this is all going to be PlayStation stuff. So this is split across sort of PS3 and PS2. And yeah, I am so excited to get into it. So the first one we've got is a PS2 bundle. So it comes with a PS2 Slim and a couple of games. I have been told that the PS2 Slim is a bit full, a bit temperamental. So potentially we may look at sort of repairing that on a future video. But I paid £18 for the PS Slim and a couple of games. I think that's sort of high end. Let me know in the comments down below. £18 for a PS2 Slim. So let's get the box open. So that is the games. We'll do that in a minute. So it comes with the two controllers, the original DualShock, I believe they are, DualShock 2s. And oh, knocking the mic. It comes with an aftermarket 128 meg memory card, which is great because I can't actually find my old memory cards. And then we've got the console itself, which is in absolutely brilliant condition. So really clean. All of the stickers are intact as well, including the warranty sticker, so it's not been opened. So I'm hoping that it just needs a bit of a clean. But they said that it was hardly used, and yeah, all of a sudden it just started getting a bit temperamental with games. So we'll have a look. Obviously there's no rattles when you shake it, so I don't think it's been dropped. And then we also got another shoebox. So we've got the original power cable to go with it, which is great. And then it's got 4 games in with it. So the first one is Lego Star Wars. That is Lego Star Wars, the video game. So that covers the original trilogy. Not one that I had on the PS2. I think I've got a couple of the Lego Star Wars games on the PS3. We've then got Monsters Inc. Scared Island, or Scare Island. Never heard of it. As I say, it was sort of in with it. We've then got Batman, the video game. So once again, Lego Batman. Once again, never played it. I've played the only Star Wars game, the only Lego game, sorry, that I've actually played have been sort of some of the Lego Star Wars, and I think Lego Worlds I played for a little while as well. And then we've got Finding Nemo. It's a Platinum Edition. I have already got this in the collection, but I'm trying to sort of avoid getting sort of any of the Platinum or sort of classic editions of games. Maybe I'll sort of look to start getting them sort of a bit further down the line. But at the moment, I'm aiming to sort of try and avoid them. So yeah, £18 for all that. As I say, now, back in the cool light of day, I do think that that was sort of quite expensive for all of that. But it is what it is. I have got I've got my PS2 Slim just there. And that is in fully working condition. The only problem is oh, excuse me. The only problem with it is that the black strip that goes through the middle next to the CD loading slot has actually been broke. So I need to sort of try and get that replaced in some way or another. But yeah, I've got a couple more controllers. I've got the memory card now, so I can start playing my PS2 games and actually saving them. Next up, we have a PlayStation 3 job lot. And I'm going to hold off telling you how much I paid for this until after we've gone through everything that's in here. So there's no console, it is purely sort of games, controllers, and it's actually got an iCamera as well. So yeah, as I say, I have got one in with my sort of iPad, my box edition of iPad. I will admit I've never used it. Never used the iPad, and I think we tried to set up with the Book of Spells, but didn't get too far. And I think I can't remember if it was bought for the little one. I think it was bought for the little one when they were young, before they sort of got into sort of gaming. But yeah, I've never got on with the PS3 camera. But it is what it is. I've got a couple now. I've got a spare one. Obviously, I have still got my box one, which is sort of fully working. Then we ended up with, so we've got a DualShock 3 controller. I've not plugged any of these in and tested them. So the only problem that I've seen with it sort of from the outside is on the back. So put a bit of a mark on it, just to obviously distinguish sort of about whose controller it actually was. Not a big deal. I have got another DualShock 3, so more than happy with that. Then we also have two of the 6-axis controllers. So they look exactly the same as the DualShock 3. As you'll see, both exactly the same, sort of look-wise. The only way to tell is if you look on the top. The DualShock 3 says DualShock 3 6-axis, and the 6-axis is just that. So the 6-axis come with the earlier versions of the PS3. So my one there actually come with the 6-axis, and only realised a few weeks ago that I had the 6-axis for that. I always thought it was a DualShock 3. Never realised that I had no rumble function on it. So yeah, that was quite funny. But the two 6-axis controllers, one of them is going to be going towards a upcoming repair project, and you will see that on my next eBay video. So I have that sort of coming up within the next few weeks, and yeah, I've got something in there that is going to need a new X-axis controller. So I was actually looking to buy some on eBay, but then obviously I saw this lot come up for this amazing price. I am really chuffed with what I paid for this, and yeah, so one of them will be going to potentially a new home. Right, so we've done all the hardware that was in the box. Now we've got the games. So I've gone through these, and I'd say about 85% of them are box complete. You'll see what I mean as we go through. But first game out is UFC 2010. Never played any of the UFC games, not really sort of into them. But what we'll do is I'm going to hold them up there, so hopefully they'll still stay in. So yeah, never played any of the UFC games. Never really sort of something that I've never really played. Sort of the only sports games that I've ever really played were FIFA. Obviously, if I was playing with other people, and obviously practicing when I needed to, and Formula 1. So I love my racing games. I have actually got a full sort of racing seat and steering wheel set up for my Xbox One, which is actually downstairs, hooked up to sort of main TV. So hopefully sometime in the future I may be able to do sort of a F1 live stream, but obviously that will be a time when sort of I can actually take over the living room. But yeah, other than that, not really played sort of any other sports games. Never played sort of any Madden, I think I've got a boxing game on my PS1, and I may have played that briefly with a friend sort of years and years ago. But yeah, with regards to fighting games, the ones that I always like were like your Street Fighters. Absolutely love Street Fighter 2. I've got it on the SNES. So yeah, next up we have The Godfather. So I think I remember this coming out. Never got it when it was originally out. And I think there's only a couple of games in this box that are actually doubles for me. So everything else is new for the collection. It'll all be getting added to the collection, and the doubles I'll hold on to and see sort of what I do with them. They're all quite common games, the ones that I've got at the moment. But yeah, we've got Godfather. And that's actually the Don's edition as well, so that is a slightly better version than your bog standard release. And next up, we've got Modern Warfare 2. So I absolutely loved this game. I remember when it first came out, I queued up at my local Sainsbury's to get hold of it, because I couldn't get it pre-ordered anywhere else for something. No, so that was it, because Sainsbury's were doing it for half the price the game were doing. I think they were doing it for about £25 on day of release. So I actually went up. I think I was queuing outside at about 4 o'clock in the morning. They opened at 5. I went in, picked up my copy, and I think I had to go and get some. I had to pick something up. I think it was like bread or something like that. And when I come back to the till, they were like, "Oh, were you also here for the Modern Warfare?" I was like, "Yeah." "Oh, do you want me to go and get you a copy?" So I actually I was able to buy 2 copies. I think I gave one to my brother and then I kept one for myself. Got home, played it for about 2 hours before I then had to leave for work. And literally spent the whole day just wanting to get home and play. So yeah, I have got Modern Warfare. Haven't got the original Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 3. I know with the original Modern Warfare, I borrowed that off my brother. And then when I actually went to buy it, it was always really expensive, and I just couldn't justify what places like Game and that were charging for them, so I never got hold of it. Modern Warfare 3, I've played it, I've completed it, but I don't know sort of why I haven't got it. So I must have borrowed it off someone again. So yeah, Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 3 are 2 games that are sort of quite high up my list to sort of get hold of. Then, next up, we have our first game that is sort of unboxed, and it's literally just a disc. And it is actually one that's come from a Love Film. So I don't think Love Film actually exists anymore. I didn't know they ever done console games. But yeah, this is Mortal Kombat. So this is the newer version of Mortal Kombat. So I will try my best to sort of get the Love Film label off, and hopefully I will be able to find sort of a box and manual for that. So I will keep that to one side. I'm not going to add it into the shelf just yet. I'll wait. Any that I haven't got at least boxes and manuals for, boxes and labels for, I won't be adding to the shelf just yet. Next up, we've got a boxing game. So this is Fight Night Round 4. So I think I've got the original Fight Night on the Xbox, on the PlayStation 1, which, yeah, once again, never really played it. I think it come with something that I bought. I may have got hold of a original PlayStation 1. Which I think is still somewhere in the loft. Yet to find it, but I think the bag that's got the original PlayStation in has also got a truckload of PlayStation 1 games in it. So I've got a feeling that's where that one come from. That was actually a console that I was given years ago by a friend. He was about to just throw it in the bin, and I was like, no, I'll take that off you. So that's how I got my original PlayStation. Next up, we've got Uncharted 2. So I think this is the one. Is this the one that starts off with the train crash? You've got to climb up the train. I think it is, but let me know if I'm wrong. That's the only Uncharted one that I've ever played. Played it for probably about half an hour and just couldn't get into it. So I am going to try it again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get hold of, I think I've got the Nathan Drake collection on my PS4. And I actually installed it. I think I installed it last night as well. So I am going to try and get back into I'm going to give the Uncharted games another go, and I will probably live stream that one. I've got quite a few games that I've not played. So I'm not sure when this video is going out, whether it's going out sort of before or after my charity shop and CEX hunt. It might go out after. If it has, you'll see that there's a couple of games in there that the reason I picked them up is because I'd never played them before. So fingers crossed, I will have quite a few sort of interesting live streams over the next couple of months, playing games for the very first time, actually on stream as well. But with regards to this one, it is the limited edition collector's box. It's a steel box, but unfortunately, you can see that the top of the box has got a bit rusty. So it's a real shame. And then obviously on the back of the slipcase as well, they've obviously pulled the sticker off a bit too quick and pulled all the printing off. So I am going to try and track down a new sleeve and a new steel box for this. But other than that, it is sort of box complete, and the disc is in really good condition as well. So yeah, really happy with that. As I say, quite happy to sort of add that to the collection. Then next up, we've got the Mega Drive collection. Now obviously I am a massive fan of the Mega Drive. It was my first ever console that I got, and obviously I have already got this on the PS3. So this one is going to go into the doubles pile, and this will be used for sort of a trade or sort of maybe CEX credit. I think I'll have to get rid of all the CEX labels off it because they won't take stock back. But that will probably sort of stick around as a sort of trade item for later on down the line. Then next up, we've got Street Fighter, or Super Street Fighter 4. Not played this one. Obviously, I have played the original Street Fighter 2 on the SNES to death. Absolutely love that game. And yeah, I haven't played any of the subsequent sort of Street Fighter titles. I think I've got Street Fighter 5 on my PS4. It was a PS Plus game that I got a couple of months ago, and yeah, so I will be giving this one a go. Once again, this is box complete, but the actual box itself is a bit beaten up, so I will look to try and get a replacement for that. So next up we have Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Yeah, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, disc only, no box. I'm not sure if... No, I don't think I've got that one. I thought I had some Need for Speeds on the... I thought I had some Need for Speeds on my PS3, but obviously didn't. I think it was the PS4 that I got it. Yeah, Need for Speed Rivals I've got on the PS4. So yeah, that is one that I'm going to try and get the case and the manual for, and it's not going to go onto my tracking app. So I don't think I've mentioned this yet actually. I've got an app on my phone, and what I can do is I scan the barcodes of all the games that I get or have already got, just so that I can actually just track what games I've got. So say for example, I'm out at CEX or a charity shop or a boot fair or market, wherever I am, I can actually just pull this app up and it will list all my games that I've got, all separated out into the different consoles. So yeah, what I might do is I might include that on another video just because I haven't got any screenshots of it. Actually, what I'll do is I'll take some screenshots before this video goes up, and I will just show you sort of what it looks like. And I can't even remember the name of it, it's really bad, but I will stick the name of it just down here. It's free to use, and if you want to do things like sort of bulk scanning, or I think it's sort of scanning more than 10 games a day, I think it is, you have to pay for it. This one's good because it's not a yearly subscription, it's just you buy it once and that's it, which is what I prefer. Now I think I paid something like sort of £6 or £7 for it. So yeah, definitely worth picking up if you are sort of just starting out. So obviously, because I've not got an absolutely massive collection at the moment, I've been able to sort of just quickly sort of zip through, scan them all, and then I've got a complete record of sort of what I've got. I think sort of by the conclusion of today's video, I will be about 210 games in the collection, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, so definitely have a look at that app, and I will start getting a bit more information on it. So next up we've got Facebreaker. This is a fighting game, so not one that I've played. I'll give it a go. I will give anything a go. But there is sort of a whole raft of games that I haven't played that I really want to sort of give a go to, and you will see them sort of crop up more and more on the live streams. Next up, we've got Operation Flashpoint. This is Dragon Rising. So I'm not too sure with this one. I've heard of the Operation Flashpoints, but don't know if that's a sequel or if that's the original. Let me know in the comments down below. There's a load of games that I've sort of heard of that don't know too much about. So once again, this is a boxed complete, but it is not a British game. I've just noticed this. So if you have a look on the back, you can see it is not English. That actually looks like Spanish, I'm going to say. So that's interesting. That's my first sort of non-English game, apart from sort of obviously my Mario. But that's my first sort of power, sort of non-English, sort of European game. So that's an interesting one. I didn't notice that. Then next up, we've got Far Cry 2, but it is, obviously it's had a case swap. Sort of, this has gone through a couple of different places. There's a label on the back for CEX. We've also then got the cash converters label as well. It's definitely went to CEX first, and that is when it was obviously Far Cry even then. So when it was first traded into CEX, it was obviously in the wrong case, because you'll see, hopefully you can see it on the camera, it's the PGA logo. Now I don't think there's a PGA game in this lot, so that's definitely come from someone else, but yeah, definitely one I want to try. I want to try the Far Cry series. I've never played any of them, so yeah, that would be one to sort of give a go. Then next up, we've got another unboxed game, and it is Black Ops 2. So I've played, I got about halfway through Black Ops 1. I've never played Black Ops 2 because I'm very particular in how I play my games. I always like to start with the first one and then work my way through. So yeah, I haven't actually played Black Ops 2 yet, but will at some point. Then we've got another love film game, and this is Colin McRae Dirt 2. So once again, it's unboxed. So I need to track down a boxer manual for that one. Then we've got NBA 2014. So once again, never played a basketball game ever. I don't even think I played anything on the sort of the retro consoles sort of back in the day. So yeah, I'll give it a go. As I say, never been sort of too into to basketball, but we will have a go. And then the final game in that the second pickup is a game called Dark Sector. So I've never heard of it, but reading the back of it, it says become the ultimate weapon. The virus, the source of your pain, your enemy, your power. Unleash the deadly power of the grave and become the hero. So it sounds like a bit of a sort of hack and slash, but looks quite interesting. Quite interested to give that one a go actually. As I say, it's not something that I've played before. So yeah, we will be giving that a go. So that second lot, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 PS3 games, 3 PS3 controllers, and the PlayStation eye camera. Now, all of them come to £15. Absolutely brilliant. I was absolutely over the moon when I messaged the seller and they come back to say it was still available, to the extent that I literally, as soon as he came back to me, just headed straight out and picked them up. And it was only while I was heading out that the seller of the PS2 Slim come back to me, and I actually then picked that one up on the way home as well. So yeah, absolutely amazing collection. But I will give you a bit of a heads up for my next Facebook Marketplace pickups video. What I picked up in that video makes this look like nothing. And that's all I'm going to say at the moment. It'll be a couple of weeks until that video's out, but I've picked that lot up today. So that is all literally sitting just outside my game room door, ready to be filmed, and I cannot wait. I did also do another pickup with some Xbox 360 games, but once again, it is nothing compared to the other collection that I've done. So stay tuned to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to follow me on my social medias. I will be putting out some spoilers on my social medias. So definitely sort of check that out. I will have the links in the description down below, and they'll also be on the end title card as well. And there's my watch going telling me to breathe. Or no, sorry, to stand. So I don't know how I've got my stand goal when I'm still sitting on my chair. But with that said, thank you so much for joining me today. I know this has been quite a long video, but thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. It will probably be my knife stream. So yeah, I will see you then. All right, bye.